Inferno Cops tomorrow. Hey, just gotta watch like the first episode for Inferno Cop. So Amanda's story is that she was forcefully, I guess, kind of enlisted in the Magic Academy, Luna Nova, by her family. So she's Irish American.
代々昔から続く魔女の一族で、アマンダの祖母にあたるおばあさんですね。おばあさんが、すごい占いの能力を持っていて、その占いの能力を使って、そのアマンダの一族はウィング家を財を成してきた一族ということです。
So the O'Neill family is a very wealthy family, and it's because their grandmother was a pretty, like, a well-known fortune teller, and by using their grandmother's abilities to foresee the future, they were able to, make a great amount of wealth.
占いの能力を使って今後起こること、戦争だとか、その株の上げ下がりだとか、あるいはその、政治的なこととかを占って、その中でこう、立ち回ってきたりする。で、結構そのライバル企業の、未来、将来ライバルになりそうな相手を事前に、始末したりとか、そういったっていうこともやっている。
So her family did some dirty things, but like foresee the stock market, maybe like some political issues. So she was, her family was doing, a lot better than their rivals, and at least in the economic side.
今は表面的にそのドルマートみたいな巨大な流通を仕切っている企業をやってるんですけど、表向きはそうなんですけど、裏ではちょっとマフィアマーガーがやることもしている。
So in the public, her family owns something like a big corporate company like Walmart, your family also does some kind of like sly business as well, like they might be involved in the mafia and stuff like that.
そういう事情もあって、アマンダはその家族のやり方が嫌いなんで、親や発発でちょっと浮上化してしまったというか。
So her family needs Amanda to become like the second fortune teller, but due to all these issues going on with her, she doesn't completely agree with the direction that her family is taking. So that's why she's kind of, I guess, posing it as a delinquent.
ですね、それで、その最近になってその一族を支えていて、未来予知の能力を持ったおばあさんが亡くなってしまったので、アマンダはその代わりに務めなきゃならないということで、無理やり魔女学校に入れられて、その能力を高めてくれるように親に無理やり、ちょっと魔女教育を見つけられたという感じです。
So her grandmother recently passed away, and that is why her family kind of forcefully made Amanda go to the Luna Nova. And so there's supposedly only females can become a fortune teller. So her family really needs a replacement for her grandmother, and that is why she was forcibly put into Luna Nova.
でもやっぱりあんまりそんなことはやりたくない。続くために解放されるのがいいだということで、反発してるし、女の子をやめたい。
And again, that's why she's not really fond of going to Luna Nova, and that's why she's posing as a delinquent. And I guess she's trying to get kicked out of the school in general.
そのエピソードが今できているエピソードが全く触れられてません。
Sadly, we weren't able to cover that in the television series.
今後展開があれば書けるかもしれない。
So if we do get another series, that might be one of the episodes that we want to cover.
まあそれは皆さんの反応次第ということで、見たいという方は応援してください。
So that's all up to our fans, basically. So if we get a lot more view rates on Netflix, it might happen.
あんまり反応が良くないんじゃないかもしれない。
Seems kind of dull, so maybe it won't happen. Any other characters that you would like to hear?
ダイアナは、テレビで語られてるんで、テレビ以上のことをまあ書けなくはないですけど。
So Diana's got her origin stories in the television series, but
ダイアナ好きですか？
how many? Who's your favorite little witch? Who here likes Diana? Diana's probably the most popular in Japan. Doesn't seem like that way in America.
見てないとしょうがないです。
Constance?
コンスタンツなんてそうですか？コンスタンツ、じゃあコンスタンツの過去の話をしますけど、コンスタンツは、そうですね、子供の頃に小さい頃にですね、非常に大きな病を患ってまして、それでちょっとその病気の治療のために、魂の一部を別のところに移したんです。
So when she was a lot younger, she had this incurable disease where she had to have her, I guess, spirit removed from her body to cure the problem. I guess, I don't know, to temporarily manage the problem.
その魂を別の場所に移したことによって彼女は成長することや声を発するということで不自由になったし、魔女としての能力もちょっとダウンしてしまったので、それを補助するためにちょっと控えを利用している。
So by removing her spirit to another location, her physical growth stopped, and also she also became a mute, and her power her talents as a witch also deteriorated as well. That's why she has all these mechanical equipment to I guess support her lacking issues, lacking abilities.
そのコンスタンツの魂の一部は今作るロボットの中に入れられている。
And her spirit is located inside this robot you see on the screen right now.
それなので、たまにそのコンスタンツの言いたいことを代弁したりしています。
So that's why the robot occasionally interprets what Constance wants to, I guess, appeal to her friends.
その魂と別れた魂とコンスタンツを合体することができたらもっとコンスタンツは強力な魔女になれるんですけど、それをやるとまた病気の再発してぶつかります。
So if her spirit is placed back into her body, I mean, she will become like a more complete witch, but it will also come back with her disease as well.
それも今のところのエピソードでは描かれてないので。
And that too is not portrayed in the television series at the moment.
続きがあるなら、そのコンスタンツの完全体とかも。
So if there is an opportunity, I would like to maybe do an episode about Constanza getting her spirit back into her body.
テレビシリーズは基本的にアッコとダイアナと、あとは先生のエピソードとか、シャイニーシャリオの話がもうほぼメインストリームであって、もうそこのそこに関する話がテレビシリーズに続くんですね。
So again, the television series focuses on Akko and her Professor Ursula and Diana. テレビでそのアッコたちの話は満足できるんですか？
シャリオ関連のシャリオとダイアナの話に関しては一応一つ。
So the professor, I asked the director if he's satisfied with what he wanted to do for, I guess, Akko and the professor and Diana's story in the television series, and he says that he was able to, I guess, depict to his satisfaction for their three stories.
なんで、今後やるとしたら、もうちょっと広い範囲で、アコ中心の話だったんですけど、その魔法界全体の話とか、まだ劇中ではそれ語られてない内容という話とか、他の魔法学校の生徒たちの話とかも。
So if I do get a chance to do another season, I'd want to possibly explore further into the Little Witch Academia's world, possibly by featuring other characters, especially the 9 old witches. 他に僕出しますのでも聞いた方がいい。聞く？ So I brought, there's a lot of background characters in Little Witch Academia. And I got the approval, those background characters all got their names and their, I guess, nationalities. And I got the approval to share it with the public now. I was curious if you guys are interested in those type of... I'm sorry, it's still in like an Excel format, so it's not going to be. It's going to be very unprofessional. It's not it.
We don't care.
So there's I think 30-some characters. We probably won't have enough time to go through all of them, so we'll probably make it sort of like a Q&A style. There's 50, my apologies. So, these characters will come out. これってゲームで登場するキャラクターっていう、もともとはゲームに登場するから名前を設定を考えるということです。So, A Little Witch Academia is fortunate enough to get a PlayStation 4 and a PC release of the game.
前半ぐらいに世界販売します。
So it will be globally available in early 2018. So the producer asked me to come up with all the characters' name quite a while ago because they apparently all come out in the game. Yeah. So how should we do this? Let's go with, I'm sure Avery is one of the more popular background characters. Avery のグループからいきましょうか。Avery のグループってなんでそもそも頭に Avery とハンナとバーバラがついてたんですか？
そうですね。本当はあそこにはダイアナがするはずだったんですけど、ダイアナを言うとちょっと、比較的収まらなくなるんで、他の人に追加したっていう感じです。
So, in the first episode, Avery comes out with Hannah and Barbara. And I was curious why Avery was the only one, not instead of Diana. But apparently, if Diana was in that scene, the episode wouldn't be long enough to cover the full, the dialogue that they would have had. And apparently, Avery is Canadian. エイブリーの帯の色って何色でしたっけ？覚えてない。この色は別に帯の色を反映している。Apparently, I guess the color behind their name is also their ribbon's color as well. And her group, she was pretty popular in the, at least 4chan. She comes out quite often through the series, the blue-haired, wavy, curly, ponytailed girl. Her name is Mary, and I guess she's in English. She's from England, I guess. And we also have Blair. ブレアとかはあんまし出てこないですけど、何かしらそういう裏設定的なものってあるんですか？
一応エイブリーのチームはみんなお金持ちのお嬢さんです。
So everybody in Avery's group is from a very wealthy family.
基本的にルナノバはもともとはすごい由緒正しい名門校なんで、お嬢さんばっかりが通ってる。
So Luna Nova is originally a very prestigious school, so only wealthy families' daughters would be able to attend.
ただ昨今のその魔法界の衰退によって魔女家系が途絶えてきたので、アッコみたいな一般人が入るようになって、ちょっと
So nowadays, I guess Luna Nova itself is not doing too well financially, so they have to open their gates up to more, I guess, common people like Akko herself to manage with the financial issues. So these two are from Avery's group. Is there any particular group or girl that you guys would want to hear about from this list? Andrew's not a witch, but I did come up with Andrew's 3 size and stuff if you guys are curious. If you want to do a Q&A stuff while I cover these characters as well, maybe that might be more interesting. Let's have the people with questions come up to the middle of the room then. All right. Cope with me. I'm not going to be here too well.
Advice for artists who want to create memorable and vibrant characters like Studio Trigger.
一クリエイターとしてトリガーのようなすごく印象に残るキャラクターをどうやって描けばよいのでしょうか。アドバイスが欲しいそうです。
そうですね。正直リトルウィッチはなんか、自分の中で勝手に、適当に作ってしまったんですけど、普段の、今井さんの作品、例えば、キビラヒルだとか、ルルコだとかは、すごいディスカッションを何度も繰り返して作っています。
So, Little Witch Academia, I just went on and created it by myself, but for other trigger works like Kill la Kill or Luluco, we do have a group meeting session to come up with the individual characters.
ですから多分一人の人間だけで作るとそんなに、強烈なキャラクターは作れないと思います。
So if it's just one creator just coming up with the characters, it probably wouldn't work too well.
多様なディスカッションが必要だということですね。
So yeah, a good way to come up with an interesting character is to have a discussion with multiple people.
Hi, I was wondering when you came up for the character Andrew, if he was originally going to be Akko's love interest or just a mutual friend.
もともとアンドリューってキャラクターはそのアッコのなんていうんですか恋人的なポジションになるキャラクターとして登場させたんでしょう。
そうですね、吉根さん自身はアッコがアンドリューを一目惚れするキャラクターとして作っていたと思います、最初は。吉根さんとあとシリーズ構成の島田さんですね。
So I believe the director and the scriptwriter was both, they both probably had the intention to introduce Andrew as Akko's love interest initially.
でも、他の人間からするとちょっとさすがに恋愛の方向の話に、キャラクターを持っていくとアッコの純粋な動機がアンドリューのために、行動するみたいになるのを避けたかったので、その恋愛要素は極力なしにしました。
But ultimately, we didn't want Akko's, I guess, motives or her actions to be swayed by Andrew's influence. So we kind of we didn't take that kind of route with Andrew's character. Oh, sorry. No. I'm feeling like I can only do one now. I'm sorry. Let's just stick with the Q&A. And if people are curious about these background characters, I'll post it on. これって後でネットでツイッター越しとかでやるのですか、キャラクターの。そうします。All right, we're gonna do this on like Twitter or like 4chan or Reddit. I'm not too sure, but if you're interested about our background character, please stop by some sort of. We'll announce it and we'll do like a quick Q&A session about the characters. We're just gonna focus on the Q&A that people came here for our panels today for now. All right, I'm sorry.
So throughout the show, you spend like a lot of time exploring like Luna Nova is the main like setting, and so you see a lot of like magic in the context of what's specifically like English culture. So I was wondering, like, if you have plans for another season or anything more, would you explore magic in different locations, like around the world, outside of just Luna Nova, or is there anything you can say about like the exact culture in other places besides just the main setting of which I can do?
今現在、リトルウィッチで描かれている、なんていうんですかね、劇中でそのイベントが行われるのすべて、そのルナノバ周辺なわけじゃないですか。もし、今後続編があった場合、そのルーナノバ以外の、場所を登場させたいとか、そういうなんていうんだろう、制作欲っていうのがありますね。その例えば全く別の国とか魔女。
そうですね。一応、この作品の原則として魔法の力が衰退しているっていうのがあるので、その設定がある限りあんまり、外の世界では魔法が使えないっていうことになってですね。ただ何かの理由をつけて、外の世界で魔法を使えるっていうその都度何かしら設定を考えて、外の世界で活躍させたいというのがあるんですけど、そうですね。多分他にも魔法学校とか魔法が使える、場所が開かれた区域があって、そういうところでは魔法が使えると。ただ、その世界の点々とその魔法を使える場所を、移動して、そこで展開するというのは。
So currently in the Little Witch Academia's world, you need to be within this magic hotspot to use magic on for at least the television and the films, and that would be Luna Nova and the New Moon Tower would be the hotspot to be able to use the magic. So if I were able to do another season, I would probably pick another location, possibly another school that would have a similar spots where people will be able to access the magical powers.
Hi, I heard that Trigger was possibly planning on making a Patreon account so fans could donate to. I was wondering if there were any updates on creating this account.
トリがパトレオンを立てるという噂を聞いたんですが、それについての、なんていうか、そうですね、その何かしら、進捗はありますか？僕、すべてクリア。Yeah, we're working on it. Obviously, we've been visiting a lot of cons in the past month. I'm working on it. Yeah. Everybody's pretty open-minded about it, at least in the studio. So it shouldn't be a problem. I think it's a matter of just getting like all the nasty stuff like taxes and those kinds of issues cleared out. Then I should be able to get it going. Thank you very much.
トリガーにはどんなアカデミアのキャラクターが好きですか？
トリガーって多分各スタッフ一番好きなキャラクターの誰ですかってことです。
まあみんな好きです。
So I like all of my heroes.
一人挙げるとしたら、聞かれると毎回違う人が答えちゃうんですけど、今の心境から言うと、そうですね、ダイアナじゃないな、寿司ですね。
If I had to choose one, and I always answer a different girl every single time I ask this question, but I'm feeling like sushi.
ですね、アメリカに来た時にちょっと寿司の毛がいいよって言われたんで、寿司好きにしました。
I guess I'm feeling like a sushi right now, mainly because you guys said you like sushi the most.
まだ今ネットフリックスで配信されている話数では出てきてない2クール目から出てくるキャラクターのクロアがいいなと思ってます。
I personally like Kroa. I'm sorry if I'm messing up the name. She's a new character from the television series in the later half of the series.
なんか新しいことをやろうとするキャラクターが好きなので、古い魔法界を壊そうとしているキャラがすごくいいなと思ってます。
I like characters that has like a very challenging spirit, and the character is trying to break the traditions of the old-fashioned magical ways in the series. So Kroa is my most favorite character.
じゃあ僕はそうですね、アマンダなんでかというとですね、僕はアメリカに来るとよくターゲットに寄るんですけど、ああいう巨大なスーパーがすごく好きで、アマンダは実家がそういう巨大流通店舗だということなので、ちょっとそうですね、今この場ではアマンダが好きかなと思います。
When I visit the States, I like visiting places like Target. I heard that Amanda's family owns those kind of corporate business. I'm feeling like Amanda is my most favorite character right now. 小林さんはいるんですか？Well, Hiromi says his favorite character is Lotte. なんでロッテが好きなんですか？ She's a geek. Did that answer your question? 僕はダイアナが好きです。My favorite is Diana. 次行きましょう。Alright, let's get the next question going.
Hi, I have two questions. The second one is like a yes or no answer, so I was hoping that would be okay.
Okay.
Okay, so my first question is, if you guys have seen any like fan works about LWA Academia, like fan art or abridged videos or AMVs, and what do you guys think about them?
リトルウィッチアカデミアのファンアートに関して、いろいろ送られてくるわけじゃないですか、ツイッターでしょ。そういうのをやっぱり見ててどう思われます？
非常に嬉しいです。そういうのどんどん上げてください。
I'm genuinely happy that people are making fan arts or any fan works of our series. So keep on making it. If you have any fan arts, please do upload it.
My second question was like, there was like a rumor in like the second short film for LWA Academia that like there was a character kind of like Rebecca Sugar, and I was wondering if that was on purpose or if that was on accident.
キックスターター版のリトルウィッチで、モブキャラにレベッカ・シュガーさんが登場しているという噂を聞いたんですが、それって意図的に、そのレベッカ・シュガーさんが導入されたんでしょうか？
それはですね、制作スタッフの中に、スティーブン・ユーゲンヒのがすごい好きな人がいて、その人が設定にレベッカさんとイアンさんを書いちゃったんですね。で、それを、作画担当の森さんが劇中に書いてしまったので、出てしまいました。
So one of our animators who's in charge of all the character model sheets, he drew, or I guess he put it in a character that really looks like Rebecca Sugar and Ian, and our main animator in the very right, Corey, I guess he's our main animator, so I guess he just went on and put them in the series.
一応レベッカさんもイアンさんもお会いすることになると思っておらず、実際お会いした時に謝っておきました。
So when I was working on the Kickstarter's Little Witch, I would, I didn't think I would actually meet with the Steven Universe's production team. So when I did meet them, I did apologize.
でもお二人ともすごい一応喜んでくれてるとおっしゃってくれたんで、僕たちもすごい安心しました。
But they were really cool with it, so I guess I'm happy about it too.
アニメの勉強しているそうです。いろいろとありがとうございます。
頑張ってください。
I'll make this quick. I have a question for you guys, and I have a question for him. First off, I wanted to know what you guys think of the English dub, not only the film, but also the TV version of LWA. I wanted to know what you guys thought. And for you, I wanted to know who's your favorite Steven Universe character?
まず全員質問。リトルウィッチアカデミアのNetflix 版の吹き替え版はもう拝見されましたか？拝見されていたらどう思われました？
そうですね、一応聞きました。ですね。
聞きましたね。
私は聞きました。それで私が思った感想としては、アッコの声が高いなと。あとはアーシャ先生のおばさんみたいだなと思いました。
I personally saw that few episodes of the dubbed Little Witch Academia, and I felt that Akko's voice is a little too high pitched, and Professor Ursula kind of sounds old.
そうですね。日本では自分たちでキャラクターの声を人たちを一人一人選んでいる、ほとんど選んでいるので、アメリカのネットフリックスさんのスタッフの方から見ると、アッコたちの声はすごく高く、なんか幼い感じに聞こえるのかなと思って、ちょっとその文化の違いというか、それを感じました。
I kind of felt like a little bit of difference in culture, I guess, because in Japan we're the ones who pick all the the voices for the characters, and obviously Netflix chooses the voices for the dubs. So I guess it's like a difference of opinion.
特にチャムリーの声はフォンスターズから取ってるので、日本のフォンスターズの吹き替えの人が、 チャムリーの声しているので、そのチャムリーの声が誰やってるのかすごく気になります。
So, for example, the Chun-Li looking character, we actually use the actual voice actor for Chun-Li for the Japanese Pawn Star. For that character. So, I'm curious what the Netflix version of Chun-Li is going to be like. Okay, I guess those two are the only ones who've seen it yet, still. And, でも堀さんに一番好きなスティーブ・ユニバースのキャラクターは誰ですか？はい。
スティーブン・ユニバース、そうです、まあ、好きというか、まあ、自分に似てるとしたらルビー。
I'm not sure if it's my favorite, but I personally feel the most connection with Ruby.
Hello. If there is no love interest between Akko and Andrew, how do the creators feel about Akko and Diana?
アンドリューがそのアッコの恋愛対象じゃないのであれば、アッコとダイアナの関係性はどう思われているんですか？
その関係性に関してはすごくファンのみんなで盛り上がってくれているんで、ファンの方の自由に基本的にはお任せしたい感じですね。
もう完全にファンが暴走してるだけですよね。
公式的にはライバル。
So, I mean, a lot of our fans really love that. Don't know what the term is in English, but like those girl-on-girl acts. It's the same. But officially, they're supposed to be rivals. I mean, feel free to do all those stuffs in your fan. So we're running out of time, so maybe one or two more questions. One more questions?
Hi everybody. I have a question for the key animator. So I was kind of curious, how do you practice? Like, how do you stay like very good at like composing characters, and like what's your daily drawing regimen?
原画を担当された方への質問だそうです。その絵のクオリティを保ち続けるにはどのような練習を行っているのでしょうか。毎日どのようなルーチンワークを行っているのですか。
そうですね、基本的にアニメーション、そうですね、絵を描くことはそうですね、技術の積み重ねが大事だと思うんで、ひたすらやっぱり描く量をこなすことが大事だと思っています。
So I personally feel that at least for animation, it's like just experience. You just got to keep on like drawing, and there's nothing else I can pretty much advise you in terms of that. Is to, basically all I can say is to keep on drawing as much as you can.
スタジオトリガーはまるでテトリスの上手いプレイヤーみたいに僕にすごい仕事を積んでくるんで、そういう意味ではなんか日々積み重ねができている感じです。
So for Studio Trigger at least, the episode runners they're like professional Tetris players. Like they would give me work as soon as I kind of clear out my workload. There'll be like another stack already prepared for me. So I guess I just gain experience just by just working day by day.
そうですね、絵をたくさん描くのもいいんですけど、好きなものばっかり描いてると、描けるものが偏ってしまうので、目に見えるものは何でも描くように習慣つけた方がいいと思います。
So I do agree that just drawing, just drawing endlessly is like a sure way to get better. But if you only draw what you like to draw, then I guess
I guess your skills or like what your abilities to draw will be very, very, I guess, narrow. You won't have like a large library of what's the word, like asset of what you can draw. So I personally try to draw whatever that like seems to like catch my attention, I guess.
それとまあ、絵を描くことを楽しむことですね。それが一番です。
And to enjoy the procedure itself. And I guess we're out of time. We have an autograph session from today from 7 p.m. People who line up will give you stickers anyway, so please come up.